Okay, so I have some hacks here today. I have quite a few, but the issue with Ocarina of Time hacks is I feel like on average they're kind of long. There's only one hack in here I've played before, which I'm probably gonna save it near the end because, well, I've played it before. And I know that one took me like 8 hours or something, my first playthrough. So Ocarina of Time hacks can be really long, which is why this might be a little bit slow paced. We might only get through one or two of these, but that's okay. There is a hack in here that is jumping out on me. I could play them in any sort of order, and I think I will default to that afterwards, but this one really just screams at me because it's kind of silly. And it's a hack called Super Mario 93. Hold on, let me see. Make sure everything's fine. Is it up? I believe it is. Don't let it fool you. This is a Super Mario, apparently. I am not really sure what to expect, but hopefully it's gonna be great. Hold on, let me just lower my volume a little bit. There. I am using my Xbox controller to play this game, which is definitely better than the monstrosity that I was trying to use when I was doing Chaos Edition. However, it's still a bit weird. I'm not really used to using anything that doesn't have notches, but hey. Oh wait, what am I doing? No, okay. Link, we don't know that Link's the canon name, and in this case it's Mario, so I'll just name every file Ekam. That's a lot of hearts. Like way too many, actually. Oh boy. Oh. Uh-huh. So why is Peach outside of Hyrule Castle? You know, the castle theme, oh my god, those are not real. The castle theme in Ocarina of Time sound font's kind of silly. Actually, there's a lot of things here that are pretty silly. I think it's kind of a lost cause. So what's the plot? What's the lore? So since she's talking to Navi, I guess Ocarina of Time lore is just kind of overlapping with Mario 64 lore? I don't know how to feel about this. I'm going to lose my mind. I feel like that happens a lot at 3 a.m. specifically for me. Let me go check on the Twitch stream. OBS just disconnected on me again. So that's fun. That's annoying. Was it enough to cause an actual disturbance? I think one thing's for certain is that I'm gonna finish this week, but I don't think streaming at 3 a.m. is a good idea because my internet seems to fail at 3 a.m. constantly to cause an actual disturbance. Okay, I think the YouTube stream at least is still up. Good, because I didn't want to deal with that. I'm gonna go check on the Twitch stream just to be safe. Still, it's so annoying. Okay, yeah, everything seems to be normal. Hopefully it stays normal. Hopefully nothing terrible happened. I guess we could just continue on then. Wait. Why is it? Is this based off the GameCube version? I mean, I guess it fits because I'm using an Xbox controller. Okay. Is that really like the pea hat? Maybe I'm just overthinking this, but I think they used the animation from the end of Ocarina of Time and just changed the model of the diamond. Oh, and obviously added the pea hat sound. I could be completely wrong, but that's what it seems like to me. What the fuck am I looking at? Guys, is this actually the greatest video game that ever braced the universe? Am I allowed to move? Give me control. Give me control right this instant. Oh my god. Don't let's go me. Oh, this is cursed. Okay, so I don't have a roll, I have a jump. Oh boy. I don't like the fact that it has like whimsical Mario 64 sounds, but like the model's just this balding middle-aged man. It's a me. The jumping's so weird. My question is why? Why did they feel the need to do this? How do I get around here? Do I have to wall jump like this? Wait, yeah. No way. I can't tell. Can you do... You can. Why? This is actually kind of insane though. I'm just very confused. Why would you do this? Why would you put your time and effort into doing this? I mean, it works, I guess. It feels a little bit more touchy than Mario 64 in a weird way. Look, I can't really explain it. It's both harder to move around and easier. Wait, there's no auto jump. Is this what people wanted Ocarina of Time to be originally? It's like, oh, this game doesn't have a jump button, but guess what? Now it does. It's a choice. Oh my god. Is there a long jump, I wonder? No, I don't think so. Damn it! I keep forgetting that there's no auto jump. It's so wrong. Am I all the way back down here? Okay, whatever. So I think his wrench is just a Master Sword with a model change? I believe so. I'm struggling to understand. Help me understand. Oh my god, it's so hard to get up there. Oh, shields access crouched. Wait, does that mean long jumping exists? It does, but it doesn't feel like the normal long jump, that's for sure. That's good to know, though. The shield is crouch. I can't even get up there, even with backflipping. What about... No, I don't think triple jumping's a thing. Like, triple jumping doesn't feel like a thing. Yeah, I don't... This is an issue. I can't get up here. I got up here once, but I don't know how I did it. Okay, finally. That was really sketch. This is... I mean, at least I get to listen to Gerudo Valley. I don't really get to listen to Gerudo Valley that much because I'm not there for very long. And of course, there's always going to Gerudo Valley at night, which just sucks. Damn it. Whatever. So, it's not like Mario 64 where you time it, you just kind of hold stay and it just jumps. It's weird. Okay, I'm just gonna use the long jump. Okay. I was kind of scared about that being a mistake, but it seems to work out. Oh, this feels so sketchy. Oh, okay. We're gaming? We are gaming so hard right now. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I'm alive. It's fine. It's a bit scary, but I'm alive. I'm not sure how I get back, though. I guess I can long jump here. And then redo this. No! Do the Mario! I don't remember how it goes. You're shaking something from side to side. Do the Mario. Oh my god. No! Stop it! I sincerely hope the Mario Galaxy movie is this. Oh, do you know what this kind of reminds me of? The live-action Mario movie. I mean, obviously, it also kind of reminds me of those, like, live-action segments in the Super Mario Super Show. Either one of those is fine. Just this very uncanny, realistic Mario. It's me, Mario. No, I didn't want a long jump. Do these pots have health in it? Okay, they do have health. I hope these regen and it's not like the pots and Ganon's. Oh, they dropped rupees, which means that it's one of those things that are rupees if you're full health, hearts if you're not. At least I assume so. Is just this entire hack just an obstacle course like this? Because that's kind of crazy. I don't know why. I mean, this is cool. I don't want to... This is definitely cool. It's just... confusing. Like, I do know this was for a contest for crossovers. I did put another hack of that in here. I didn't put all of them because some of them were from games I haven't played. There was one for Deltarune, but I passed up on it because I don't want to get spoiled on Deltarune, so yeah. But I think another one was Golden Sun, which I haven't played, and Morrowind, which I also haven't played. Okay. No! You stopped me! You stopped me! You stopped me. I'll remember what you've done. Until the end of existence. Did I just do quick turnaround by accident? Or is that just how the camera is in this hack? I never quite tell. I'm actually gonna go insane. They don't even give you Lakitu Cam. They just don't. Which, I mean, sure, you have the Z targeting, but, like, it's... maybe I'm crazy, but I don't think this engine was built for this type of gameplay. Okay, now I'm having an issue because I'm notchless. Do I have ESS range on this? I do. Let me use my ESS range for some epic gamering. Oh my god. Okay. No! No! Why? 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 I need answers. I need answers. Why? Huh? This is it, Luigi. Okay, at least I can regen health, but, like, seriously. So any way for me to put my wrench away? No? Okay. I guess I just have it out. Indefinitely. That's fine. You know, when I heard Mario and Ocarina of Time, I was thinking that they were just gonna straight up port Mario over or something. This was not in my bingo card. Uh-oh. This is what the future of Mario looks like. We're living in the future. I'm doing the utmost concentration for top-tier gamering. Oh my god. Is it done? At least this section? I feel like if I die, I'm gonna go all the way back to the bottom again. But at least reach a new loading zone or something. It doesn't look... I guess I need to wall jump here? That might be a bit of an issue. Oh boy. This is just a bad idea. Okay, it looks like there's a roof over there, right? Or am I crazy? No, I think I might just be crazy. I don't get it. I'm stumped. Oh, that's not feasible, right? I don't know. Uh-oh. I just pressed A to cancel. I'm so used to Ocarina of Time, and it's on the same engine. There's no way this reaches, right? I mean, I guess I could try it from here. Oh, this is so shady. Okay. Okay, I definitely made it. I was just worried about if there was a void out. And this is back to the start anyway. I'm gonna eat a shoe. But like, where would I have gone otherwise? I guess up there? But how? The movement's so finicky. Like, I can get up to here, no problem. And then it gets to a point where I kind of know where to go, but it feels ridiculous. Oh my god. Stop doing that! Why? Okay, so... just to be clear, I didn't tap A again. I had A held. So you really have to be extremely careful about the A button. Because there's no sort of buffering. It's very confusing. I don't even know. Okay, whatever. At least I made it. Spawning me in an area like this is kind of really silly, because I don't think that even in Mario 64, a lot of these tight jumps, I mean, these aren't really that tight, but like the tight jumps in Mario 64 are just kind of stressful and not fun. Mainly because of just how touchy the controls are. And like, you know, these aren't really that touchy, but they are really scary because the controls aren't predictable. Oh, I think I might have a way to do it, but there's no way this is intended, right? Like, there's just no way. I'd have to be, like, actually brainwashed into thinking this was intended. I don't... How do I get up there? Is it like this? Okay, that seems likely, but it's also scary because it's like... If I go too far, I'm gonna fall off. I don't get it. Like, it doesn't work like Mario 64 wall jumps, by the way. It just doesn't. It's like an entirely different system. And it's a system I literally cannot... Wait, you can drive roll, but he jumps out of it. Oh my god, I did not long jump there, game. I really did not. Okay, why does he just suddenly unstick? What? I was pressing A, dude. I was pressing A. There's no way this is the intended way, right? I am legitimately at a loss. I don't know what saving does. Dude, that should have cleared. That should have cleared. I swear, it should have cleared. Why am I getting tilted over Mario Zelda? Oh my god, finally. You know what? You know what? I just save stated just in case. You can't make me do that again. Oh, you're fucking kidding me, aren't you? Okay, don't come to conclusions. Check around. No, but I think we're gonna have to come with conclusions. Okay. Okay. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Okay. Were we, like, in a canyon? Mario plumbing. Go to Wario's gold mine? I'm confused. But hey, we're out of the canyon now. It's a lot of do not enters. This makes me want to enter. That's not a Goomba. That's... oh, come on. I'm gonna jump on them. Probably not. Dude, how do you import all that N64 movement? But you don't allow you to jump on the Goombas. This is a crime. There's no way I'm getting up there. How on earth? I straight up do not understand. What? That's enough to get up there? I mean, okay, okay, I'll take it, I guess. These things kind of remind me of the grates from Super Mario Sunshine in Rika Harbor. I'm gamering. I am the Mario. Trying to farm possible thumbnails. I definitely hate wall jumping the most. Just because you, like, lose momentum for literally no reason. And it might also have to do with the fact that I don't have notches. So it's very common for me to fall out of a straight left or right. What is this? Gaming? I think we're gaming. Is that a pot? Are you kidding me? Really? You know I needed you! Oh, okay. The fairy came back. False alarm. Oh boy. How did you survive this exactly? Can you just jump? I can at least get to that purple one by just jumping. No, okay, you slide off them, so you can't be expected to just jump to the pipes. But that just makes me wonder even more. How are you supposed to get anywhere? They don't expect you to wall jump, do they? I don't think so. I don't even think they would dare do something like that. Maybe you can stand on the pipes, but you have to, like, be in the very middle. I somehow doubt that. What's down there? Nothing. Yeah, I really don't know.
Mamma mia.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go check out the other places. I don't think I'm gonna be beating this one just because I'm not limited by normal factors. I'm limited by the game's controls at this point. Because I cannot control this for shit. But hey, we'll go check out the other two areas at least. Musical forest. I mean, yeah, it does seem to fit that. It's definitely a forest. Oh, I can still crouch stab. That's interesting. Are these things just little rocks with legs? Is this Fire Temple music? Oh, okay. I mean, sure. How do I... Is this yet another room I can't figure out how to get past? I mean, maybe like that, but there's not really an easy way to... See, like, look, I'm trying to go towards the ledge, but every single time it goes away from the ledge. Like, not even Mario 64 is that touchy. Well, I guess that's GG. Okay, I think I'm gonna call the hack here. It's neat. It's neat and it's silly, but I cannot get over the way this controls. It's just, it's a little bit too scuffed for my liking. I'm just gonna recheck on all the streams just because we did have that hiccup near the start. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Mamma mia.
Okay. This one is called Demon Quest. I'm not sure. It might be a mod of base Ocarina of Time. By the way, I do have a monster here, but I haven't opened it yet. There we go. I love disintegrating my organs. So I don't know if this is its own game, or if it's kind of like a variant of Master Quest. Okay, well, I'm playing it on Project 64, so we should be fine. I'm kind of completely blind on this one. I don't really know what it is, but we'll see. Okay, this looks like vanilla. This looks like vanilla Ocarina of Time so far. Oh, but I have text skip on the intro? That's new. I go with the green text. These all must be based off GameCube, huh? Because the original Ocarina of Time's text is, like, text confirm is blue. Does this mean that I'm gonna have a red sword button? I don't think I really noticed it with the Mario one because, well, the sword button just wasn't there.
Hello.
So hopefully when I get control, we can see what's different. If anything's different. I assume things are gonna be different, right? Okay, well, immediately, I can see one difference.
Hello.
It seems I have text skip on everything. Okay, so Link's house seems unaltered. Those C buttons look weird. So do my... Why are they... Okay, the animations are really fast. It's like MM's menu, kind of. Okay, so I'm ahead of that portal in the start of the cutscene. Is that gonna persist, or is it gonna pull me in? Okay, so I can actually avoid that portal right now. Physical stamina, your courage. Yo, is this like... Yo, is this like Soulsborne? Oh my god, I have stamina. If I hold it, I run. If I tap it, I roll. My god. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go see what this portal is then. Just save? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so these are like bonfire. Oh, this is so cool, actually. I might just play the entire game like this. Okay, so first off, we need to get a sword, I guess. Immediately. So let's just go get one of those. The issue is I don't know how it affects weapon damage because it's not really like Dark Souls. You can't really get like different weapons. Oh, I have stamina for swinging. I see. That makes sense, actually. Chat, this might just turn into me playing vanilla Ocarina of Time, but with Dark Souls leveling. 'Cause that is so sick. Okay, I can't do that, not with the stamina bar. I mean, I probably could if I was precise enough, but I'm not very precise, unfortunately. Oh, I have switch targeting on still. That's gonna be a real problem with these Romhacks, is I'm gonna forget to turn off switch targeting pretty much every single time. But then I'm gonna complain about it when I inevitably get into a target loop. So you can't save from... No, you can't save from the menu anymore. So that's interesting. Wait, what was that bar? What does that mean? Strength is a measure of your physical prowess. Affects physical damage dealt with melee weapons. Okay, strength is melee damage. Endurance, stamina, like usual. Okay. So strength is probably gonna be where we're gonna wanna... Perfect parry by raising your shields just before an attack lands. No way! I'm probably gonna dump it all in strength. If we're being perfectly honest here. Upon death, a heart container will be lost. Huh. Okay, that's kinda... That reminds me of the hollowing system in Dark Souls 2. Which, I'm not really that worried about it, because I don't really die that often in this game. I know. Shocker. It goes by much faster when you can automatically advance text. So here's the question. Just how overpowered can we get? Okay, no XP. How do I get XP? That's my question. Okay, so there's no vitality, so I guess all of our vitality is purely in the heart containers. But let's dump it all into strength. All of it. Uh-oh. That's fine. What do you mean it gave me a stick? They're not supposed to drop sticks, are they? I've never seen them drop sticks. Oh, wait. These ones do. Never mind. Or do they? Maybe I'm wrong, but I think they messed it up to where those Deku Babas always give you stick when what they give you is supposed to depend on how you kill them. When you kill them when they're flat, they're supposed to give you nuts every single time, but they just don't in this for some reason. Okay, so we definitely got some XP. Let's see how that affects things. I'm level 2 now. Maybe I should put a little bit into endurance. Just, I'll get endurance into 10, and then I'll really dump everything. I'll really dump everything into strength. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't even know if that Navi Tech trigger is still there. Does my shield have durability? I think it does. Does rolling in combat do much, though? That's my question. I almost took that. Up there's just a herd, right? Okay. So I noticed there was no stat to improve physical damage with ranged, or there's no archery skill. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Am I gonna go for 100%? Definitely not. I'm only half seriously considering doing the entire game in the first place, so I'm definitely not gonna go for 100%. I will grab whatever I see, though. I don't really care about gold skulls that much, but I am kind of worried about not having... I have so many sticks, this isn't right. I am worried about not having the stuff I need. So my question is, how much damage does my Kikiri Sword currently do? Because I have a very good sense of damage in the vanilla game. Hello? Why doesn't this guy react to me? They must have changed some enemies' behavior. Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't react to me. I mean, I don't really mind because it makes me think about how to overcome it, but a bit strange. Does Link carry over momentum from running? Because if he does... Okay. Okay, that's a bit silly, but I'm not doing that side of the circuitry. I refuse. My C buttons are really weird to use. I guess it balances out because the jump button doesn't really work the same. You kind of need to run, but they didn't do it quite correctly because your jump after running is still way longer than it was in vanilla. So in general, just very odd. I keep pressing C left instead of C right just because I'm used to GameCube controller, and this is not a GameCube controller. That's for damn sure. The button layout is slightly different, and it's causing my fingers to go to the wrong places. These are taking 3, and I can't tell if they've always taken 3 or if my damage has been nerfed. I can't believe I died. Well, rip heart container, I guess. Yeah, so it is kind of like hollowing. Okay, so I don't lose XP on death. It's not just like Dark Souls. See, the issue here is that it's not really one-to-one with Ocarina of Time's combat system, and that's not terrible. But like, my muscle memory is kind of fighting me. Do jump attacks still kill things very easily? I hope so. Come on. These things don't just spawn Deku Seeds, do they? There we go. Have a good stream. Thank you. You also have a good day. I don't know why I choked on my words there. I'm a very strange individual sometimes. I wonder if you could just grind out enemies and get it that you kill everything in one hit. I don't even know why I'm bothering to pick up every single drop. I think the big thing is that you can't cold slash. Like, your sword needs to be out in order to slash, or else it doesn't do anything. Man, where is Deku Nuts? Do they just not exist? No, that's my good stuff, playing an enhanced version of normal OT. It's really cool so far. I might just play through the entire game like this. I don't know. Definitely not going for 100%, but I might just run through the game right quick. You know, just right quick. Can I do Ganondorf with the stamina bar? The answer is no. No, I can't. Did they just, like, relocate where the Deku Nuts are? That's my question. Okay, hopefully I'll be able to kill Goma, no problem. I wonder if sticks retain their normal damage. Okay. What the? Okay, yeah, bosses have been changed. Bosses have absolutely been changed. Okay. I see. Why are you giving... I know! Spider-Man! Spider-Man! I don't get it. What's happening? Why is Goma... Is this why the game refused to give me nuts? Do you have to hit Goma off the ceiling? You do. That's your only opportunity, I guess. Okay. Great, I let them hatch. Okay, so I guess I'll just keep my eye on Goma. Wait, she does exist. What? What? Yeah, that's right. Spider-Man needs to come back. That's a lot! That's a lot of them! I'm usually not this overwhelmed on Goma. Okay, I may have underestimated this game a little bit. Ashes, please do not sniff me. This is... I think this is as many of these as I've seen at the same time, ever. Too late? Come on. Looks like a nice challenge. Okay. Okay. Please? Die. Okay, I have enough stamina to hit them twice. I don't think I've ever actually needed to rely on these for health, by the way. Like, never in my entire life have I actually had... to stay around the borders. This is terrifying. Well, like, what is this? A Dark Souls 2 boss? Damn it! You had... I mean, maybe I did when I was a child. But usually Goma's over in less than 5 seconds. Oh, the game has mercy? I thought it was going to take away another heart container. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Why does she birth babies immediately? Why is it rapid baby birth? And why is that a sentence that's currently leaving my mouth? It shouldn't be. But here we are. Damn it, all the hell. She's turning away from me. She turned away from me. I can't quick spin, actually. I kind of forgot that quick spin was even on the menu. Maybe I should be using my actual sword instead of my stick, because in normal Ocarina of Time the stick's stronger, but I hate you so. I am cursing your entire bloodline. In normal Ocarina of Time, the stick is stronger, but here where I, like, dumped everything into strength, my Kokiri sword might actually be stronger? I'm not sure. It's killing these, what is the baby Goma's called? I actually don't remember. It's killing them pretty quickly, though. Damn it. It could have been fixed? Yeah, true. I was not expecting this boss to be difficult. I was expecting to just walk in here, kill Goma in like 5 seconds, and walk out. Like, sure, I was thinking that maybe I wouldn't be able to do the same damage that I usually do. But, like, I didn't think that she was just gonna spawn babies immediately. Okay, you know what? I'm getting better, though. I'm getting more consistent at actually hitting the eye, kind of. Not having stamina is also killing me. Like, what do you mean I can't light spam? Okay, time to go for the grass again. Okay, I can't hit her a third time. A fair, not a slaughterfest. Are you implying that me killing all of her babies one by one is not considered a slaughterfest? Because I think that this is like worse for that. Damn it, dude. Health. Health. Game? Okay. Done. How much health do you have? How much, Goma? Not as much in vanilla, that's for sure. Unless my damage really is just that weak. Give me the fairy. Thank you. Oh my god, yeah, but she's down. I mean, in vanilla, you just finish the game, Goma and her spiders like a slaughterfest. I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, her babies don't even come into the fight usually, because I can one-cycle her under normal circumstances. If Goma was that difficult, what's King Dodongo going to be like? Or Baronade, because Baronade's actually a fight that's kind of tough. Even in vanilla. How slow do you think Zelda's letters cutscene is gonna be? No, Baronade's actually hard. Baronade's very difficult. Once you know how to do Baronade fast, it's not that bad, but like, as a casual player, Baronade's super difficult. And slow, because, you know, in speedruns, they run into Baronade, and it's because it makes Baronade actually get up faster, because otherwise it would just stay in the ground for like 3 years. I don't think that's going to be an option for me, because I have a feeling I'm going to be fighting for my life, but... I met a monster. This is a truly disappointing moment in history. I'm dreading it. Phantom Ganon is a fight that I have a lot of trouble on. I think ISG's patched. I wouldn't use it anyway because, I mean, I'll try not to utilize all the glitches I know. But I'm gonna assume that they patched it anyway. So this is a lot more interesting than I originally thought, because I thought that it was just the gameplay mechanics that were changed, and everything else was the same. But the enemy behavior is clearly different, so there's that. Really, Phantom Ganon? The first phase is easy. I don't like ping pong. I fuck it up every single time. I don't know why. Although I will say Volvagia is like 100 times worse. At least to do fast. I'm thinking of a perspective of speedrunning. I shouldn't do that. Volvagia casual is kind of easy, but to do fast, it's really confusing, and I just mess it up all the time. Phantom Ganon is not actually that hard fast, because you do ISG with the bow, and then you pretty much win. Really, the paintings are the easiest part for me. I never get hit from the paintings, because you can tell which Ganondorf is real by the white glow on them. And also, like, ammo's not even gonna concern, because you can hit him with the hook shot as well. I wonder how much XP I got. And the question is, do I dump even more of my stuff into strength? And what happens when my durability runs out? Does my shield seriously just break? Like, that's not even a thing in Souls, is it? Or it might be. It might be. Clarification, I've only played the Dark Souls games, well, and Elden Ring. I've not played Demon Souls. Next time you play, next time you fight Phantom Ganon, just look for a white, like, sparkle on him. The real one doesn't have that. Level 12. Was I on level 10 the other time? I have 20 points, though. That's crazy, actually. Okay, let's get endurance to 10. Let's put luck at 2, just so it's not a 0%. And now let's dump everything into strength. Or actually, I'll put the remaining into luck. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Intelligence is going to be low, because I don't really use magic too much. You can't turn fast enough, I see. For me, I can, like, notice it as soon as he appears in the painting, so, like, I don't wait until he's coming out of... Oh, I should clarify that you can see it before the portal opens. But, like, I can tell as soon as the Ganon spawn which one it is. So I have plenty of time. So we go to Zelda's... We go get Zelda's Lullaby and stuff, I guess. I'm still waiting on where my damn Deku Nuts are. Like, where are they? Where did they go? Where did you take my Deku Nuts? Only get to catch the wrong one. Can we talk about P-hats? And how underutilized in this game they are? Like... Go away, Owl. Like, they're in Hyrule Field as a child, and pretty much never again. They just don't exist. So my question with the hollow mechanic is... Is it only one heart container at a time, or does it stack, and the reason it stopped at... The reason it stopped at 2 hearts was because I was in a boss, or maybe there's a limit to not let you go past 2 hearts. I don't know how much health these guys... I'm trying to kill them because I'm thinking they might give good XP, but I'm just dying. It's flying chicken? Is that what... Is that what you see? I've already saw pineapples, but... I guess we're about to see. Okay, it's because it's limited at 2 hearts, or it was the boss. We'll see. So go to the Great Fairy Fountain to fix it, right? Okay, you know what? I don't think the pea hats are this worth it. Skull Kids give you XP, right? I could just farm Skull Kids. I think this is the first time in history where I actually want to farm Skull Kids. I should use this opportunity to head towards Hyrule Castle first. Flying chicken who stalks you? I believe they call that an owl. Is that an emulation error? I think that's an emulation error. I can see the flames of the bridge through the ground. By the way, if you never knew, as a little reference to Zelda 2, if you're on these pathways, Skull Kids don't spawn. Which is neat. Hello, Carrot. How you doing? Is it almost daytime already? Okay, I guess it is. Where's another bonfire? Oh wait, while I'm here... Oh, but it might be hard. Barely played any 2D Zelda. I don't really blame you because I like 2D Zelda, but overall, I prefer the 3D games. If you're gonna play something though, do not play Zelda 2. Just don't. Don't do it, man. And if you do it... If you don't do it, then... Or if you do it, then use save states. I'm sorry, my brain's malfunctioning. What is this, ROM hack? Okay, so hear me out, okay? This is almost a normal Ocarina of Time. Almost. Except they made the bosses way harder. And there's a leveling system and a stamina system, like in the Souls games. Which is wild. Sounds pretty boring. Wow, how could you? I'm offended. I'm gonna eat a toaster now. While it's cooking toast. So I can have the toast, like, pop out into my throat. No, he's an owl, but he's as annoying as those cuckoos. You see the craziest that happened last time? That was unplayable. That was barely even a video game at that point. Like, we gotta go to Zelda. Oh wait, can I go get my slingshot upgrade? Oh, but that assumes that I can aim with this controller. Oh, also, they added shield durability. I don't know why they would add shield durability. That's probably the worst thing they ever could have added, but... Yeah, they added it. Yay! Oh wait, I talked to this guy. I've played this game for 20 years, I swear. I know exactly what I'm doing. Dr. Red Wife. Never. Why would I talk to a woman? I'm too scared to talk to women. There, don't say anything. Damn it, dude! Okay, so it's almost controllable. You know, when I was a kid, I spent an uncomfortable amount of hours at this thing. Okay, I'm just gonna move on. We do not need... Fair enough, but if you don't, TP won't happen. Listen, you have to talk to her for the egg anyway. Owl, go away. Okay, give me the egg. Do I have to... There we go. Talking chicken be gone. I don't understand why you're calling the owl a chicken. Like I understand. I understand he's annoying, but chicken? Hear me out, right? No, this wouldn't work. No. Do you think I could do seam walk? Probably not, especially considering I kind of messed up the positioning, and I'm not on a notch controller. I don't know, I'm gonna try it though, just for funsies. Okay, I don't think this is gonna work. I didn't untarget. I was supposed to untarget, and I didn't. I gotta kill some time for the chicken to hatch anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. Okay, that's the right angle. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this though. Yeah, ESS is so sensitive on this. Okay, well, I'll take it. Nice. Okay. Link isn't lactose intolerant this time, so I can pull these just fine. You're nice, dude. I don't know if... I think that's the popular version of Seam Walk. I don't know, I've learned it... I learned Seam Walk from Glitchless, so I don't know if that's a Glitchless alternative, or if that's just what people do. I should clarify, Glitchless any %. I don't know if it's allowed in all main quests. I don't think it is, because it's one of those borderline things. Egg. I just realized this is the guy that we played as in the last hack. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys what. I'm gonna play up until we get into Dodongo's Cavern, and then I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna move on to the next hack. And then if I play Ocarina of Time hacks again, I'll come back and I'll play the next section of this game. And we'll just do it like that, because, you know, while I could sit here and play the entire game, objectively, it's just vanilla Ocarina of Time with some tweaks. Can I get in here, please? I don't see it as a glitch. There's a lot of things that are, like, on the border. Like, you can get into Shadow Temple early in glitchless any percent because you can bomb boost yourself up to the crate with a heart piece on it, and then from that ledge, you can get onto the seam and walk all the way around to the Shadow Temple. And you're not doing anything that's a glitch. However, you are getting out of bounds. Kind of. It's not tactically out of bounds, but you can see out of bounds. So it's allowed in glitches any percent, but oh boy, is it not allowed in all main quests. Do-do, 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 do-do. Guard, I see you. You better move around. Move along, sir. An exploit and not a glitch, per se. Well, the reasons why glitches was really invented was to play the game without exploits, for the most part. And that's kind of why glitches any percent it exists. It's like... I'd say glitches any percent is anything goes as long as it's not a glitch, and all main quests kind of bans exploits like that. The only thing that can't really ban is power crouch stab, because that's baked into your moveset. Like, you can't really toggle that on and off. It's not like ISG, where you have to take some steps, and then suddenly ISG is active. Power crouch stab just is active all the time, and it may be a glitch, kind of, but it's more of an oversight. Dude, where's a bonfire? Like, we need to play until the next bonfire at least, but I don't know where it is. Would it be at the start of the Dodongos? I would assume so, right? How can you tell what level you are? You can't see it as you're playing. However, there is a bonfire system, like in Souls, where you can access your level menu and you can dump your points into your stats, etc. At least they let me auto... Well, not auto-advance, but, like, skip through all the text really fast, because this is probably my 9,764th time seeing this. Actually, that's probably an understatement, if I'm being honest. I was not joking about the 20 years thing. Missing links in the folder. Sands of Times in the folder. Master of Time is in the folder, but I'm avoiding it because I've played it before. Ultimate Trial's not in the folder, but I have played that and beaten it before. I've played Sealed Palace and Indigo. Is Indigo out yet? I was under the impression it was still in development. We're doing an almost normal Zelda ROM hack. I thought it was completely normal until I got to Goma. And Goma just kind of spit out babies immediately. Which sounds so strange out of context, but like, she threw her eggs at me. Oh boy, my... just fell over. There we go. Try Dawn and Dusk. I'll read... Hold on. I have the folder here, I think, of the game. It pauses when it's not in foreground. I have Hero of Law, Master of Time, New Master Quest, which I don't know what it is, Sands of Time, South Island Adventure, a recreation of the Space World 97 demo, Super Mario 93, which I've already played, and Missing Link. I wanted to play Missing Link for a long while, but when I wanted to try to put it on Wii VC, it just didn't exist. Like, I looked everywhere on the internet, and I couldn't find a patch for Missing Link. I don't know what happened. I mean, I'm glad it kind of reappeared, but... all the links that I tried were just dead. Okay, next bonfire I find... Actually, I probably don't even need to wait. I'm gonna take a good old guess. And say... that there's probably a bonfire in Temple of Time, because that's where a normal save spawn is. And in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say that all of the save spawns are bonfires. So that's gonna be at the start of every single dungeon, Temple of Time, and outside of Link's house. Am I wrong? Nope, there it is. Okay. I have 2 points. All into strength, baby. Okay, everything, it should be saved now, right? I hope. Either way, what should we play? I do want to check this out. This is a recreation of the Space World 97 demo. I did used to see, like, look into this stuff a lot, but it's been a few years, so I kinda don't remember what changed. But, I do know that it's pretty far off from normal Ocarina of Time. The Space World 97 demo of the game, so... it was a very early beta, I believe, or maybe even alpha. Okay. So, first off, my attack is on A, and... what the hell, dude? And my check is on B. That's strange. Wow, those are... okay, so this isn't as early of a beta as I thought it was, but it's definitely different still. The targeting's really janky. You're new. 5 head. The Kokiri sword model is different. This sign model is different. We can't get out here. All the animations are different too. Some of them are the same. Why does the map look like that? Wall. This is so weird. It's like, it's just close enough, but just different enough to be weird. What? This is supposed to be the shop. Oh! Oh, it is still a shop. Is this kind of like Link's Awakening, where you have to go pick up an item and bring it back? It's the carousel shop. Yeah! I guess you can get the aerial head. I can kind of understand why they didn't go with this. I mean, I think it's neat, but I do prefer the Final Games shop. I like completely lost it when I went in there though. I was like, huh? Okay, my sword being on A is killing me. What's in here? Is that a... Okay, so all of these houses are different. Every single one of them, at least so far. This still seems to be for tutorials. Everything is so slow. Like, Z-targeting is slow. Wait, why are you... I'm guessing this isn't finished? Okay, so some of these aren't finished. I can't get in there because of the barrier. I wonder if I can go into the Deku Tree. Oh, so there's no rolling. Why is there no rolling? I mean, I know why there's no rolling, but... These speech bubbles are so weird. Oh, the boomerang has different... The boomerang has different colors. At least in the HUD. I think it's roughly the same colors in the real boomerang. This pathway's too thin, and there's not enough Babas. It's so strange. Is this just the normal cutscene? I'm not gonna lie, the lack of music is kind of uncanny. Yeah, you have to, like, put away your sword and your shield separately. Oh. Oh, this is different. Ah, the Deku Tree, just like I remember it. It's so wide. And tall. I have no run button. I was spoiled in the last hack. Why is there such a huge deck about it? I think these variants exist, but they're in the Forest Temple usually, no? Is that the MM chest? That has to be a placeholder or something, right? That's what the piece of parts look like? Or did the Ocarina of Time chest really just look like the MM chest at first? This puzzle was reused in the actual game. Like, a puzzle that's literally exactly this is in normal Ocarina of Time. Onward we go, I guess? Why is there just a P? Well, I guess it's not a P, it just kind of looks like a P to me because my brain's broken. Dude, it's so huge. I have no concept of where I am. I definitely think it was a smart decision for Nintendo to have really stripped down this temple, because I think this is a little bit too big. Especially for a first temple. Can I jump? Oh, the camera's so bad. Like, it's more or less the same as vanilla, except that the targeting's just infinitely worse. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so to jump attack, you have to actually manually jump and then press the sword. It is giant. It is. I wonder... What the hell do you mean, those 6 floors? What do you mean? Oh, is this... This is almost the same, except why is the top left so huge? I think that's where the Gerudo, like, membership card goes. But it's gigantic. No, there's 4 things here. What? Means it's giant. So if you don't know, I don't know if we have them in our inventories. I'm gonna go check. You can use the medallions like items in the beta. It doesn't look like we have any of them. So I'm gonna hope that that's in later areas. But in the beta, all of the medallions were usable as items, similar to how it was in A Link to the Past. But it was scrapped, although the fire medallion turned into fire arrows and Din's fire, respectfully. And I think it was the ice medallion turned into ice arrows, and I don't think it turned into Nehru's Love. I don't know where Nehru's Love and Furora's Wind was. Oh my god, I can't do that. I wish I had L to levitate. If I could speak. So I don't really know how to get around very well, because this movement system's very strange to me. Okay, come on, this is literally a block. Okay. This is where the torches were, correct? Yeah. Which, I don't know how I feel about that, because I feel like... I mean, turning into a fairy worked in Zelda 2, because it was a 2D game. I don't know, really know how it would work on the N64. I feel like it would be really buggy. Can I not get up there? I guess not. Oh my god. The camera's so bad. Okay, I think that I might have to switch areas just because of just how bad this is. We'll see if I can get somewhere. It would be OP. Oh, okay, that lighting's so cool. I kind of wish that we had a room like this. in actual Ocarina of Time. Look at that! I guess those were the beta switches. It's a stick. I'm so lucky. So I guess I can just go to the other side if I don't fall down the ledge. I'm trying to think, is there any areas in Ocarina of Time that does this lighting? I think there might be a few, but not many, and definitely not at this scale. I mean, when you look at it, this room is kind of creepy in a way. It kind of feels like a liminal space, I'm not gonna lie, but... What's in this chest? I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be a bunch of garbage. I stand corrected, we have the slingshot. That looks very slingshot-like. How does it work? Is it vanilla? It's pretty close. Okay, so you can't pull it out and look around. You need to commit to a shot. I think it might be the same model, but the white string's just way too white. Well, it's not the same model. Let me correct myself. It's the same design. How far does this go? It's like this was like a temple-length dungeon, it feels like. When in the Deku Tree, it's really like a 2-step process to finish it. Maybe 3-step, because I gotta remember that I constantly skip the basement. I do hate how often the camera is moving without me. What is that? Is that one of those things from Jabu? There's no way that they were just chilling in the Deku Tree. Now here's my question. Were they always planned to be put into Jabu, or were they put into Jabu after they scrapped this dungeon design? Because although they're a bit weird, they're not really that out of place. I don't think I can come up there. I think I need to go around. Or Zelda / Master Quest. I cannot believe that Master Quest is as bad as it is. Like, it's so silly how, like, the Master Quest dungeons are just not very well designed. Like, when I first played Master Quest, I was doing fine, and then I got into a certain room in Jabu Jabu, and I was stuck in there for 30 minutes. And you want to know what the solution was? The solution was to shoot a cow. Man, my bad. I should have just known to shoot a cow. Oh, so they don't move on their own. You have to, like, bait them into it. Interesting. What? Damn you. Oh, okay, so I guess this is like a punishment room. Yeah, if you don't know, the Master Quest version of Jabber's Belly has just cows everywhere. Like, they're in the walls. They're all over the place. It's a shame, such a letdown. Yeah, nowadays is not really that much of a letdown for me anymore. Because if I want an Ocarina of Time hard mode, I can just play Romhacks, because let's be honest, that is definitely a popular genre to just do Master Quest, but better. No! Okay, we're fine. I hate not having notches sometimes. It makes basic movements so much harder. Revive Ura Zelda. I'll be surprised if they do anything with Ocarina of Time ever again, to be honest. I have no hope. It sucks too, because I'm not even really that fond of the Breath of the Wild's formula. Which I feel like I feel like Nintendo's just gonna make Zelda games in that formula for the end of time. Interesting how there's just heart pieces in dungeons, kind of like in Wind Waker. Am I thinking of Wind Waker, or am I thinking of Twilight Princess? So wait, all that was just for a heart piece? Really? Wow. Did it take that spider long enough to die? Oh boy. I had a mini heart attack. You have no idea. I guess they just really wanted people to feel the verticality. Another Giga Leak? I don't know if something like the Giga Leak would ever happen again. That was huge. What's up there? Is that a heart container or a heart piece? Kind of just looks like heartpiece.jpg, which is kind of funny, but... Is this trying to... Is this trying to give me the PTSD back to that Goma fight? The Giga Leak was like a massive leak that happened a few years ago? I don't remember the exact year, but it gave us, well, the information that you're seeing right here. And it also gave us some other things, like the confirmation that Luigi was actually in Mario 64. Because there was, I think, models for him? Wow, what a compass. What a compass. All of the items are just slightly buggy, but that's okay. Where is this? Oh my god, okay, can the camera stop auto-adjusting? Please. I am happy that it seems that I have infinite slingshot ammo. I don't know if that was intended, or if that's just like a debugging thing. It was a recreation of a demo, so it might have been a demo thing. And it confirmed Termina was Sacred Realm before it being turned into a whole new game. Wait, seriously? I never heard anything about that. I mean, I feel like a lot of the Aura Zelda stuff was put into Majora's Mask because of the fact that it got cancelled, but... This is another heart piece. I'm gonna assume it was? I don't really know what that was about, but... Very strange. Okay, come on, guys. This is almost as bad as the staircase into Dongo's Cavern. Why is this so much darker than normal? Okay, that's a locked door. Okay, I'm glad that they cut back because while the scale is really cool, a lot of these puzzles are just not very good. like, okay, so far we've had a torch puzzle which made it into the final game. And then we've had shoot the eyeballs, like, 3 times. Triforce Link became Fierce Deity? I didn't even know Triforce Link was a thing. Although Fierce Deity is kind of something that just doesn't feel like it fits in Majora's Mask. He's just kind of there. Also, does the shield have auto-blocking? I think the shield just auto-blocks, kind of like in Zelda 1. The combat's really janky, guys, I'm sorry. Okay. They literally copied and pasted the same puzzle twice. This is literally the exact same puzzle as downstairs. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, it's cool seeing all of this, but like when you actually play through it, it's abundantly clear why they... it's abundantly clear why they changed it. Wait a minute. I might be crazy, but I think these are textures used in Dodongo's Cavern. At least this color gradient is. Maybe it's the color gradient and the actual texture is Deku Tree exclusive? They made Master Quest a real Master Quest. I keep forgetting that these spiders don't turn on their own. You have to actually hit them. I'm also almost dead. That's a bit rough. Okay, so this is another cool room. But it does kind of feel like a copy and paste from the other one, but like, look. That's neat. I do feel like there's a little bit too much space underneath, but it is what it is. Why is Navi red? I know she changes colors in the normal game, but does she turn red? I think she does at some point. I do think the switches are kind of funny, although it is worth noting they kind of look like the Wind Waker switches. Like, the Wind Waker switches have, like, the same general shape. I think it might just be because of the, like, there's no rounded edges. I'm just making sure there's no door or anything down there. There's a swamp, a milk bar, destroyed Hyrule Castle, and stone temple maps on Ura Zelda. Okay. Okay, so I'm confused because I was always under the impression that the development team split off into two. And that one half was working on Ura Zelda and the other was just working on a normal sequel. And the only one that survived was that sequel. But was MM and Ura Zelda the same thing until it wasn't? Okay, now I'm a bit confused, because how do I... Okay, I think I'm gonna have to use the menu or something to teleport me. Yes, but 64 disk drive failed hard. Is there even anything that was on it? Am I crazy, or wasn't there a N64 version of Mario Paint that was on it? Or am I crazy? Am I just hallucinating? Perfectly possible. What? This... Why is this here? I don't know. I'm happy with Majora's Mask. I think Majora's Mask is a good game. Okay, I'm gonna reset, and I'm gonna use this opportunity to teleport somewhere else in the game, because I think we've seen enough of Deku Tree. Okay, so the other two dungeons we have is the Dongo's Cavern and whatever special course is. Oh, so this is the debug map select. This is probably gonna crash. No? Where is this? Is this where... So you know how there's a tunnel that goes off Azura's Fountain? Is that where this is supposed to be? Okay, I guess that's just a dead end. Oh! Goron Mines. I can't open this. The Cave Diver edition of Zelda. Real. Let's just wedge ourselves into a 1-inch hole. Okay, I'll explore that later, because I was under the impression that that was going to take me to the vanilla game, but it seemed to take me somewhere new. So we'll go there after we look through here. Hyrule Castle. How does this look? This is pretty similar. Do we have Castletown? I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling right now. This is... It's so close, but it's so wrong. Like, the actual buildings here... I believe this is where Bombchu Bowling is. And then there should be an alley back here. But there's nothing? What about over here? There's definitely an alley over here in Vanilla. Yeah, still nothing. Can I enter this door? No. Try Hyrule Field? Was that in the... I mean, we can go see. The drawbridge is open. Okay, this is final game. There might be like 1 or 2 differences here, but this is pretty much final game. I can't open up the pot room, though. There's no loading zone here, guys. We're stuck in Castletown. Is there any doors I can open? I don't think so. I think everything's... Yeah, these aren't actual door objects. What about the temple? Wait. No, I thought I could go in there because the door is like pitch black. Can I go to the Temple of Time? Oh, there's a loading zone. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, maybe not this part. I don't know why this part's so deep. Yeah, there's no reason for this space to be here, but overall, this looks so much better. I don't... Does this not look better than the flat image? Or am I crazy? Oh, I think I understand. I think I understand why they made that change. It's so you can see the smoke turn to fire when you turn adult. Because in this camera, you can't really see that. And there's not really a way to make it work in this from this perspective. So I can understand why they changed it. But, like, just running around here, it looks so neat in comparison. What about the actual Temple of Time? Oh, we can enter. Close enough. There's definitely differences. I feel like this is smaller than usual. No, it's probably about the same size. Obviously, the pedestals are different. I was expecting this to be an Ocarina. Kind of like Zora Fountain map that's left in the final game. You can't get in here. We can't see what the Master Sword looks like, unfortunately. I guess we should just go back to Hyrule Castle and see how Hyrule Castle works. Or looks. I'm low-key nerding out because this is... this is so cool. Okay, so right away, this is much greener. And also, there's no vine, it looks like. Or if the vine's here, it's up more. There's no gate, actually. That's a more important difference. There's no main gate. There's a bit of a fork in the road here. What if I go down here? This... Okay, so the fairy fountain's still here. They just moved its location. We don't have bombs, right? Yeah, we don't have anything. That's unfortunate. Do 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 do. Can I get past there? There might not be any way for me to get past them unless their behavior is disabled. Okay, the behavior is disabled. Okay, so it's fine. Is the water running? It looks like there's a current. Alright, so there's something I'm curious about. I assume they used the original model as a base. And I can't test it because I don't have a slingshot, but in vanilla Ocarina of Time, if you shoot that, like, torch, you'll get a red rupee. And I wonder if it was like that. Probably not. That was probably a last-minute thing they did. But unfortunately, I can't check if it's like that here. Oh, what does this crawl space look like? It looks a little bit different, but overall it's kind of the same, except that they didn't bother putting a void. So you can just see the out of bounds. That's kind of silly. Can I jump? No. Okay. Oh, we can go to Hyrule Fields, though. We can just spawn right in there. I don't know how different this is going to be. Oh, we have Epona? I don't recognize this divot. Where is it? Oh, this is already so much different. I will say, Epona's no harder to control than she is in the final game. A lot of these sections are fenced off, though. And I don't even know why, because it's not like they added much in the final game. Like, they added a few trees over here. I think they added the moat as well, and a grotto, but that's pretty much it. What is this? Oh, do you know what they probably did? I don't know if this was the plan for the final game, or if this is something they did for the demo. They probably took all of the horses from Lon Lon and just released them into the wild. Speaking of Lon Lon, I think it's fenced off. Yeah, it is fenced off. And there's not even any buildings over there. Wait, is this even correct? Yeah, it is. I mean, roughly. The proportions are probably a little bit off. But Lon Lon's roughly that far away from Hyrule Castle. We can't go over the Kakariko, and it looks like it's not even the same over here. What is going on? Is that the moat? Okay, so the moat's here, but Kakariko just doesn't exist. Really? Just horses running around Hyrule Field? Is there no Zora? I don't think there's any Zora's River either. Kokiri Forest probably still exists, right? I believe this is the area that would lead into Kokiri's Forest, but it's not as crooked as Final. It's kind of just a straight line. I think we almost seen everything. It's not that much, because Hyrule Field, even in Final Game, is really just a large open area. I mean, good for the time, but, like, nowadays it's not really anything special. Is this section here in normal Hyrule Field? I think it might be, but I think there's a P-Hatter over there or something. I don't know why, because Epona is not good. Like, I avoid using Epona as much as possible. Isn't this what Lake Hylia is supposed to be? But it's nothing. Interesting. I know Lake Hylia was on their minds. I guess they were designing the sub-areas first before Hyrule Field. So they had these areas built, but they didn't have the entrances to them built. Yeah, this is interesting. All of Gerudo Valley just doesn't exist. And I think we made a loop. Takes a while to actually get into the game. Okay. Death Mountain. This is by Goron City, correct? But Goron City doesn't exist, naturally. Oh my god, the dungeon entrance icon actually functions in this. Usually it doesn't on emulation. Is the heart piece still down there? No, but it looks mostly correct. I mean, there's no fence here. Things look a little bit off, but in general, it's close enough to Final. There's a Goron here. I'm a jolly Goron. I guess Gorons were originally planned to just say Goro at the end of everything. I don't know why I just thought of cat girls saying Mia. But, I mean, that was the first comparison that came to my mind. Chat, I might be cooked. Try to go up the Death Mountain crater. Oh my god, I'm so glad they... I'm so glad they cut back on the ledge. Please don't rain fire, please don't rain fire, please don't rain fire. Okay, I think we're good. They didn't program that in yet. Real talk, this pathway used to scare the shit out of me as a kid because, like, I don't know, just the way everything would turn red and the fiery rocks, it scared me so bad. I can't climb this. They didn't make the surface climbable yet, I guess. Unfortunate. But at least you could see that the plan was to have a pathway there. They're so slow and there's no rolling. Wait, can I backwalk? Okay, so I guess I could backwalk places? I wonder, does this lead into an early version of Kakariko, or is it cut off? You can see Kakariko exists because it's in the texture, but I don't know if it was actually modeled. And speaking of this, how accurate is this to the layout? You go into Kakariko, there's a house to your right and to your left. I can already tell it's inaccurate. There's not that many houses on the left side, I don't think. It was definitely different. I don't know how accurate the... I don't know how accurate the final game's version of that texture is. We can go to Dodongo's Cavern, which I think I might. However, let's go see if Kakariko exists. I almost said Kakashi. Are those just final game Tektites? Okay, yeah, we'll lock that at Kakariko. This brings me great anger. So what I'm guessing is that all of these areas that I'm exploring right now is stuff that was publicly available at the demo for people who like played it. And everything in the extras menu takes you to level select, so you can go explore things that are technically out of bounds. So I'm excited to go rummaging through that. Oh my god. I accidentally left because the camera was weird, but from what I saw... Oh my god, I almost did it again. Okay, so first off, there's no starter room, which is kind of lame, but also... This is almost correct. I don't know what those 3 pillars over there are, but like the general layout is pretty similar. The proportions are weird. Oh, and there's no double pillar. Pillar, it's only one pillar, but... And this is way too big. So yeah, the sizes of everything are really weird. But in general, this is roughly where I'd expect everything to be. Is that damaging lava or is that insta-kill lava? There is a big difference. Those are Armos. Was that on this side? I believe it is. I always get the sides of Dodongo's Cavern mixed up in my head. Okay, the things are starting to become different. Is that a bomb? Oh, I don't have bombs yet. Of course I don't. Can I pick these up, though? I can. I don't think Link has Goron Bracelet, though, unless it's just not showing on his model. Hold on, let me go check my inventory. Yeah, I have no Goron Bracelet, so I guess... early on, the plan was for Link not to need it? Or maybe they just disabled it for the demo? Maybe the Dodongo still exists. No idea if that's accurate or not. There's just a random chest in here? There's no chest in here in the final game. It's the map. Uh-oh. I might lose my shield. Unless they didn't program that in. I kind of hope they didn't. You know what? For science, they didn't program it in. Okay, thank God. You can't burn your shields. Is this where the Lazel foes are supposed to be? Oh, they're just here. I think these are just the final version, aren't they? Maybe not. They have their final game behavior, though. So, I don't know. This room's layout is... like, the concept of this room is the same. The layout's just different. I still find it so weird how you have to actually manually jump and then slash to do jump attacks. Is it over? Alright, I guess it just wasn't locked to begin with. How do we feel about this map? Because I think I might actually prefer this map. I don't know. I don't like Ocarina of Time's map very much. Okay, so this room made it into final game. It doesn't look like this. It was retextured. But I could have sworn this was on the second floor, not the first. And also that Stelfo... not Stelfo. That Armos should have been inanimate. That shouldn't have been a enemy. Very strange. I don't really know what... are these, like, supposed to be the cave? I guess this part of the room's similar. It's way too narrow, but the textures are similar to actual rooms that appear in Dodongo's Cavern. Okay, about that being way too narrow thing, I didn't mean do this. Is there anything over here, or is just this entire point of the room pointless? Can't remember this area? That's because it didn't exist. Like the textures do? There is a room like this that have the same textures. But the layout is so incredibly different. Uh-oh. I think this entire section is just pointless. There's no reason to go back here. And what is this? That's the texture they use in Jabu Jabu, but why is it here? Okay, let's just move on. It's fine. Does this open up the other part? Is this entire dungeon completable? I do like how much closer to the original this dungeon is, because there's definitely things that are off, but like in general this is Dodongo's Cavern, just not the same as you once knew it. Why is there so many bombable walls? Can I bait the armors? I think that's silly. I'll wait until I get bombs. You do get bombs from here, right? It would be silly. It would be silly if you didn't get bombs. Okay, so this puzzle's still in here. It's off-center, though. Oh, maybe it's not. I think it's the wrong way. I believe it's on the complete opposite axis in final game. Where do you put the missing bomb? I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, it worked. What is with that wall texture? Also, there's no compass room in here. I mean, that's fine, because I hate that room anyway, but, like... It looks like it's about the same amount of steps. If this is like final game, it should lead into another Lizalfo fight? What is this? What are these? They don't do anything. Are they heart pieces? They might be. Why are heart pieces so much? What made them think 8 pieces per heart? Like, wasn't A Link to the Past heart pieces like 4? Or was A Link to the Past just heart containers? I can't remember. I think it had a heart piece system. It's been a while since I played A Link to the Past. Okay, so... I have one question, and one question only. What the hell is this bridge? Can't really find any reason to go down there, because once I go down there, I won't be able to come back up. But, like, why does this exist? Also, you're looking very gray instead of blue. Interesting. All these textures are different. Actually, I don't even know if these textures show up in the final game, do they? They might show up in MM. I don't think they show up here. Elevators. Fire? Okay, I think we've lost the plot. This is just completely different now. Boulder? Dude, this feels like some shit straight out of Gerudo Training Ground. You got a bomb bag. Looks like MM. Yeah. That's kind of what I figured. Is there any place for me to go with these bombs? Do they want me to place it down here? Is there something that's bombable in the other room? I can't stop gushing about how cool this is, though. Like, when I first saw Kokiri Forest, I thought that this was just gonna be, like, the game is near final, and there's just a few things that are off. But this is, like, completely radically different than what I was expecting. Do I leave? I don't know if I leave yet, because I don't know if... That looks like a stand-in for the Song of Time block. But I'm not sure. We do have a warp to the bosses, so... In the worst case scenario where I can't finish... It's not going to be that big of a deal. I say we go down and we see what's in these little pockets, and then we move on to the next area. Damn it. And maybe we can sneak into the skull portion of Dodongo's Cavern later, when I'm looking through the level select. What if you threw the bombs on top of those pillars instead of in the eyes? Still better than vanilla? What do you mean? I actually love Dodongo's Cavern vanilla. It's my favorite dungeon. Maybe that's just because it has the giant dinosaur that breathes fire as a boss. And also that visual with the skull is also really cool. Okay, there's pretty much nothing here. Okay, so I think we've gone through all of the Hyrule tour. Let me just confirm. Yeah, Death Mountain. Okay, dungeon. What's special course? Is this like a test map, I'm guessing? Oh no, this is Gerudo Training Ground. I didn't think this would be in here. Archery. A compass, okay, just right off the bat, huh? Can I go out towards... No, there's no loading zone. Okay, I understand. Oh, I wish I had hover boots. Okay, if you don't know why, it's because this room is in vanilla Ocarina of Time. Clearly, if you've completed Gerudo Training Ground, you know. However, even in the final game, if you get on top of the statue, it gives you a magic drop that doesn't give you magic. And it's invisible, by the way. You can't see it. You can only get it if you actually go to it. And I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Which is why I wish I had hover boots so I could check to see if it's still here. Looks like the actual puzzle, though, is functional. Unfortunately, I'm a bad shot. Is this just win? Where does this warp go? The start of the dungeon? Okay, it does go to the start of the dungeon. This is the room affectionately referred to as the toilet bowl, I believe, except there's no water here. There's just a ladder that leads down. I guess it's not the toilet bowl at all, unless they just reused that top. This is... Is this Dompe's race? It so is, but with different tech... Am I wrong? Oh my god. Oh my... It's not Dompe, it's a Poe, but... Like, are you kidding me? It's a little Is the layout different? I don't know if the layout's different. Like, it's pretty much the exact same, but all the textures are different. Actually, I don't even know if they're different or if they're just recolored. I think they're recolored. I tried to do the jump slash trick. Didn't quite work with these beta controls, though. That was 98% identical. I'm in disbelief. This room's obviously different. Oh, and now you fight the Poe? The rupees look the same, but I don't know if that's a demo thing. Or if that's just the hack not changing the rupees. That's the issue with anything that looks final. I don't know if it was in the actual demo or if it was something that the hack just didn't change. By Poe Dampe? Yeah, I kind of just murderized him, huh? Does this mean that Dampe just didn't exist, or was he just not planned to die? This room... This reminds me of the rupee maze that's in Final. Is this just a combat challenge? Okay, it's a bit... So here's a fun thing. You can't actually raise up your shields. So that's a bit annoying. Damn you. Okay, I think we need to hunt some more ghosts. Da na 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 na. I ain't afraid of no Poe. What the hell is the last Poe? Maybe Dampe was supposed to turn into a Poe instead of a ghost? That is true. Dampe's really like the only ghost that we see in Ocarina of Time, huh? Everyone else is just a Poe. Dude, where's this other Poe at? I hear ya. Damn you. I hope this is the last one, because I don't know if I could find another one. There's another one. I heard them. Okay, this one's dead. Who thought of this? Maze plus Poe is not a good combination. Hopefully this is the last one. I mean, I said that last time, then I found another one, but... Come on. It's gotta be the last one. Damn you! There we go. Okay, I think we're done. There's not really... I don't think there's much else we can do in here. I think we're almost ready to go into level selects. If I recall correctly, we could load into the battles. So I guess we'll see what Beta Goma was like. Hopefully Beta Goma does not throw eggs at us. Because that would be very unfortunate. Yeah, Battle Tour. Okay, well, already this is a bit different. Okay. I'm gonna go backwards a little bit and just explore this part of Decatry. I'm gonna try not to do anything that would lose me substantial progress. But, you know, since we're here... Wow, there's a whole lot of nothing there. Okay, so we're just kind of not at the top. We're just kind of here. Okay, I'll go back. Childhood as you remember. It's just like I remember. Hey, this looks pretty vanilla. Actually, I think this is just the final Goma room, just in general. Yeah, this looks pretty much how it's supposed to look. Does Goma play the same way? Okay. There. The answer is no. I tried to one-cycle Goma, but it doesn't work how you think it would. I don't think... You can't crouch stab. I'm confused. Like, Gomish is not taking damage. I guess that's why. Seems a little buggy. Yeah, just a bit. Oh no, why do you have to go up there now? You were on the ground for so much, like, longer than you usually are. It was a difference on... Okay, yeah, now she's dead. It was a difference on how you damage her. So Deku Nuts in the final game put her into the state where you can attack. But here, it only stuns her, and the only thing that makes you be able to damage her is if you hit her with Slingshot. Which is strange, to say the least. But anyway, that was Goma. It was almost how it was in Final. With, like, one main change. Let's go check out Dodongo. This is almost how I would expect it to be. You liked it better? It wasn't that different from normal Goma. Okay, so this just leads back, but now the mouth's open. Okay. So wait, does this go straight to the boss? Goes here. Yeah, okay, so that's different. There's an entire area here in Final Game, but oh well. I don't know why there's just this brick texture on everything in Dodonga's Cavern. It's very off-putting. This looks pretty much final. The room at the very least looks final. I wonder how the fight's gonna work, because there was differences in Goma. Yeah, he looks pretty normal. I feel like I might be seeing things, but I think that he might be a little bit lighter. It's the texturing. The texturing's off. I think this is Wow, he explodes things. Okay. With the exception of that, I think this works pretty much exactly how it does in Final. The main issue is that it's really difficult for me to jump slash just because it doesn't work the same. Yeah, it's definitely a texture thing. His textures are like grainier, I want to say. There it is. He's dead already. Okay. That was neat. Let's go check out the Stelphos. I think, if I remember correctly, I think the Stelphos are going to look way more cartoonish than they do in Final Game. I think they're just going to kind of look like, ooh, spooky skeleton. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just going to assume. No, they're the same. Maybe I'm thinking of an earlier build. These are literally just normal Stelphos, though. Which, by the way, if you don't know how to fight Stelphos, crouch stab the shit out of them. I might die here because I wasn't paying attention, but, like, literally just crouch stab the ever-loving shit out of them, and you win. Bad example because he's circling me. There we go. Especially if you jump slash first. If you jump slash first, they're dead. Okay, so there's pretty much no difference between that and Final. So I guess now we can go play around with the level select and find some places that we weren't meant to see. Okay, Hyrule Field we've been. You know where we haven't been? Kakariko Village. Oh, this is different. Okay, yeah, it definitely is Beta Kakariko, because I can just see instantly that this is kind of how it looks from Death Mountain. Oh, this is so different. It's so much more lifeless. I feel like this is what the version of a town is in, like, Minecraft. Actually, it kind of is a Minecraft village. I can't enter any of these. Or at least not that one. I guess that fence is kind of normal. It's in the completely wrong spot, but it looks... This place is way too big. I'm so happy they changed it. There's no reason for all of this space. Like, look at how long it takes for me to just get here. It's so wild how they got from, like, this to modern game. Is that that brick texture that's everywhere? That's wild. Does the loading zones work? Like, is there a loading zone here? It looks like a village now. Does this take me to... This goes to the graveyard? Why is no baby Dodongos in the graveyard? I have questions. Dompe's hut's not here. There's a bunch of skeletons for some reason. Is the big grave here? The big grave is here, actually. It just does not look the same at all. Huh. I think that's all we can look at, unless we can go check the entrance that's supposed to lead to Hyrule Field. And see if we can get to Hyrule Field that way. But Hyrule Field was cut off. I think there's only 2 entrances here, actually. I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like this would be like the inside of a GoldenEye level. I'm gonna guess that this loading zone is gonna go to Death Mountain, because that's an area that does theoretically have a Kakariko loading zone. It was blocked off in the demo area, but... Oh no, it does go to Hyrule Field, but we're out here. On the blocked side of zones. Okay, so there is a river. But there's no entrance to Kakariko, it's just kind of hills over here. For once, I think I wish I had Epona, but it's fine. We're not going to be here for too long. Is there a loading zone to Zora's River? I doubt it. I don't even know if Zora's River is in the game at this point. I am happy that there's no current. No, wait. There's a ledge here? Okay, so clearly it was planned. Because there's a ledge that is, like, going to an area here. Why would they put collision? Wait, I can walk up here. Okay, so they didn't bother making these too steep to walk up. This is so odd. What about over here? Maybe the Zora's River's entrance is over here? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. No, there's nothing. Huh. I wonder if that version of Lon Lon Ranch is in this build. Okay, we already saw Kokiri Village. We haven't seen Lost Woods. This isn't the Lost Woods I know. Where does this go? Kokiri? Okay, we're gonna have to reset. I didn't expect that to boot me out into Hyrule Field, but I guess it should be assumed that that's the default. There's gotta be a way for me to, like... quick bring up this menu, right? If it's based off the debug ROM. Oh, we have a full inventory! Horsegrass whistle instead of opponents. They reused that for Twilight Princess. The bottles in the egg slots are literally mirrored. Why landmines? Okay, so bomb chews didn't exist, I guess. Lens of Truth still exists, but its design's weird. Magnet Hammer is pretty much vanilla. Okay, that's neat. Okay, is that supposed to be bushes? That's a bit silly, but oh well. It's literally the Twilight Princess system, except that you can't have them as an inventory item. Hey, Epona, I don't know where you came from, but let's be honest, nobody knows where you come from in the normal game either. I still have my sword out. Okay, let me get off of you. Sorry, Epona, I don't actually love you. It was all a lie. I assume the hookshot's just gonna work. It's modeled after the Link to the Past hookshot, which I find interesting. Oh yeah, fire arrows. What were light arrows like? Oh, well, light arrows are vanilla. What am I thinking? But shadow arrows. I don't really know what it did. I didn't want to do that. Damn it! Oh, that's a good way. Okay, never mind. I'm happy I did that. That's a decent way to get out without resetting the entire game. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, that's light medallion. Although, what does light medallion do? Oh, the light medallion turns you into a fairy. Damn it! I keep doing that. Get me away from the loading zone. Thank you. Oh, it's because this isn't the light medallion. It's the spirit medallion, but it looks like the light medallion. I see. What are these? Are these chews? Like Majora's Mask chews? That's so crazy. This section kind of reminds me of Master of Time. Oh boy, these mini P-hats. Okay, I have mixed feelings on this because I kind of prefer the final version of Lost Woods, but at the same time, like, I think this is very neat. These are Stelphos. These are the Stelphos I thought I was gonna fight, but they ended up just being final. I think the ones I was thinking of were even more cartoonish than this. I can definitely feel that I have some frame drops. Probably because of how open this area was. Is there a grotto here? No, it's just a random rock. Now that I'm away from the loading zone, let me try out some of these. Shadow first. Nehru's love, but it makes things dark. I think that's it. Huh. Yeah, it's like Nehru's love. There's no way for me to cancel it though. Okay. Let's go somewhere else. Sacred Forest Meadow seems like a good pick. Huh. This is quite bigger than what I was expecting. What is this? What is this? Is this just a rock? Because it looks way too big to be a rock. It's so open and wide for no reason. It's a big rock. A big, ominous rock. Oh, these guys are still around. I don't know if this is a placeholder by the hack, or if this is actually how it was. Those things used to scare the shit out of me as a child, by the way. All of them. All of the moblins in Ocarina of Time, pants shitted. Forest Temple exists? Oh, but it's not very big at all. I guess we'll go into Forest Temple a little bit? Oh, this hallway's like so off. Am I crazy? Oh no, that's light beams. That's not like that in the normal Forest Temple, is it? I don't think so. Okay, so the general concept's the same. It's just like usual, the layout is completely different. It doesn't look like any of the offspring rooms are finished either. It's just a black void out here. Oh, this room's finished. Is this the one with the ledge or the other one? I get these two rooms mixed up all the time, too. I don't even think the well is in here, though. Unless it's in a different area. I believe it is in a different area. Because it's right here, and I don't think that's quite right. This is pretty much the same. Lighting's a bit different. I don't think it's as dark in this area. They might have added an artificial light source. That doesn't really make sense, but... Can I not get up here? I guess the ladder's broken. I wasn't surprised. I wasn't expecting Forest Temple to even exist, so I'll take that. Lake High... Does that say Lake Hyliid? Or A? No, that is an A. Okay. It's hard to see with the N64 font. Oh boy. More slimes that aren't in the final game. This is way too big. Oh my god. Finally, we've actually reached the water. Is that Wind Waker water texture, or am I crazy? I have this NPC that's never shown up in the game. Can I talk? Nope, she's just kind of here. It's similar, but it's not blue enough to be Wind Waker's. Yeah. What? You could just walk. Like, the texture's pattern is similar, but... What the hell, dude? Wait, there's an explanation for this. What if, as an adult, instead of all the water in Lake Hylia being drained, the lake was frozen, like Zora's Domain? I mean, honestly, that would make more sense. If I'm being honest, that would make more sense than the water just being magically there. But you know, chat. How long has my game feed been fucked up like this? Is it fixed now? Just now? Okay. Like 20 seconds ago. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't happen anymore, but I don't know what's causing it. And also, I noticed that the top is a little bit cut off, but it's fine. I'm not going to adjust it. Okay. I'm going to stop messing with it now. What? Oh yes, you can walk on the water. That's the thing that yeah. Not the fact that Jabu's here. How the fuck did I not notice the giant whale? I didn't. I walked right past him. I had no idea. I assume Jabu doesn't exist. That's why the loading zone took me to the files. Was there the whole time? I didn't know. Zora's River apparently exists. Oh, this is very early. Is that an Octorok? That's based off the Zelda 1 design, isn't it? Oh, they're actually kind of cute. Look at them. Look at them go. I have mixed feelings. I think that the Ocarina of Time Octoroks look absolutely disgusting, but they fit in the world. This thing would look definitely out of place, but also just look at them. There's literally... wow, this is very unfinished. I guess this is why these weren't included in the demo. Does this lead anywhere? To Zora's Domain, maybe? I think... wait, can I go up here, maybe? Murder that man! Oh, I guess that really was just the path. This is so weird. There's like 3 waterfalls. I'm pretty sure there's only like 2. Excuse me, this is the fishing pond. This is just straight up the fishing pond. I can't tell what map this is supposed to be, so if I load into a map later and it turns out being this one, my bad. Like, I don't know if that's supposed to just... We'll see if it was Zora's Fountain. This is supposed to be Zora's Fountain. I don't see it. Also, Jabu's not here. Probably because he's busy in Lake Hylia. Okay, so that right there, that entrance, that's pretty much vanilla. But this definitely seems way too wide. Also, no Gerudo Valley music. I'll never forgive you. There's way more tents in this version. Oh, and they're not loading zones. You can just walk right into them. Huh. Wow, they're not very good collision either, clearly. Okay, so the valley part is pretty much the same. I wonder if there's that spot behind the waterfall over there. Okay, so that doesn't work. What's up with the weird rope? You don't think... No, that would be silly. Okay. I do have one trick left. Yeah, fairy mode was definitely one of the design choices they could have made. What's the grass here? Grass in Gerudo Valley? Does that lead to Gerudo Desert and this lead to the fortress? Before I try to go into any loading zones, let me go check the waterfall. Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. Oh, something's here. Yeah, it's pretty much vanilla. I think this ladder texture... Yeah, there's no ladder texture. It's just a ladder there in Final. Oh, it's running out. I didn't know that it had a... And you see, that right there, that is why the fairy didn't make it into the final game. It would have been an absolute nightmare to try to fix something like that. Okay, I'm gonna try to go to the desert. Actually, I'm gonna try to go to the fortress first. Okay, it doesn't go anywhere. At least that one didn't. Hyrule Castle we've been. Death Mountain Trail we've been. Death Mountain Crater. Ooh. That lava texture is something. I feel like it's the lava texture you'd see in a fucking Roblox game. Okay, so... Is the fire temple here? Before I attempt it, let me just... This place is very disorienting. Okay, so the lava doesn't work as lava, noted. I think that might be a cleaner implementation than just the ladder. I always found it weird how Fire Temple, you just hop into a hole, a fall like 3,000 feet, and then there's just a square with the entrance. I don't think the Fire Temple entrance is here, by the way. Unfortunate. Market entrance. Market item shop. Huh. Do you have legs in this version? I'm not gonna go check. There's no door here. Scenes like this are kind of surreal. Outside Temple of Time, we've seen it. Chamber of Sages. This is pretty much final. These look a little bit weird. It's mainly just lighting effects that... What the fuck? Never mind, I take it back. Who are you? Why is the Goron under the shadow? Is that a light? I mean, I guess it makes sense. Impa? Fire? I assume that's supposed to be Impa. There's just no water, Sage. Okay. Hyrule Castle Garden. This is weird. So I guess this is where the crawl space went into? Does this go anywhere? No? Maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So we're kind of just firing these off one by one because they're not very big areas. Oh, is this the unicorn fountain? It doesn't look like a unicorn, but... Interesting. Target range? This is weird. I assume this is a stand-in for the archery minigame in Gerudo Fortress. Or maybe this is just debugging. Yeah, it looks like maybe this was just a debug map. Or just a test map in general. Grotto. This is pretty much vanilla. What's in here, though? Death. Okay, my mistake. I think that's what happens if there's no item value attached to a chest. Or am I wrong on that? Water cave. Is this the one that's underneath Zora's Zora domain? Huh. All these areas that I don't even know what they are. That was a very short-lived exploration. Wasn't very long. This is the old version of Hyrule Field. I can tell. I'm definitely not exploring this entire thing because I don't have Epona, but... Yeah, it's Hyrule Field, alright. Jabu Jabu. Well, there's not much here, but... Yeah, I guess you could call this Jabu. It's probably for the best that there's nothing worthwhile there. Fire Temple. Is this where the hammer is? Okay, there's nothing even up there. Can I jump down here? Okay. So I guess the general layout was here. They kind of knew what they were going to do. Okay, so this is the boss room. Or the room before the boss, where you meet Darunia. Interesting. Does this hookshot target work? It does! Cool. That's neat. Water temple. This is just the boss room, it looks like. It's bigger, isn't it? I mean, the water temple boss room's already pretty big, but I think that this is significantly bigger. And it's honestly just like a main trend you see in this beta, where it's just everything is bigger. They really love just making things absolutely huge for no reason. That's pretty similar to Final. Except, of course, bigger. Okay, now you've lost me. Okay, so this is pretty close. Except there's no water, of course. Unfortunately, I do not have time to check every single door in Water Temple. But yeah, this is neat. It's kind of cool seeing that they had most of the stuff in the game, it just wasn't finished. But they kind of had an idea of where to go. I didn't really check where oh yeah, this was Ganon's castle. I look way too big for this area. I guess Ganon's castle was supposed to be a lot more... This is not the L is real. This is not the L... Hold on a minute. It is, dude. It's the L is real tablet. Dude. Come on. What does it say? I can't see what it says. I guess it doesn't have any actual text. Begone, bot! Destroy! Uh-oh. Can we vote Wall Masters as some of the most traumatizing enemies ever to exist? You know, I feel like most people were scared of the Shadow Temple as children. No. I was scared of the fucking Forest Temple because of the Wall Masters. Does it go anywhere? I feel like I'm going in a giant loop. That would be because I'm pretty sure I am. Neat that it's here. Stalfos, I've probably been that. Test map, I'm not really that interested in the tests. Kokiri Village Old. Huh. Yeah, I really don't know what their obsession with just with like just big open spaces was. It's kind of sketchy just walking through here with just ambience. Oh, my frames are dropping. What are these? Mushrooms? Wait. Mido used to grow mushrooms? So so Goron said Goro and Kokiri said Jara. Through this whole forest temple? Damn, that easy? Just straight from Kokiri? Okay. I think we're nearing the end. I can't see there being too many more maps to check out. Yeah, actually, we are at the end. It's just the end. That was neat to see. I think I'm going to end, though. At least for tonight. I think tomorrow is Deltarune. Because I'm just thinking, if I started a new hack, I'd probably want to finish it. And that's a bit of an issue, because I'm probably going to have to dump some time into it. But thank you. Thank you, Carrot, for showing up and murdering bots. I am going to try to fix my sleep schedule. No, that's not happening. I'll try to progress my sleep schedule. Maybe today I'll make it to 1 p.m. Who knows?